So I had a bit of a weird realization the other day, right? Because I was at work, bored as per fucking usual, right? And I thought, just for fun, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to draft out what I think my perfect day would be in the notepads on my phone, right? And now when I say perfect day, I'm not talking about I wake up in a fucking 5-star resort that costs like $5,000 a night and I have servants cooking me food and shit and there's a beach outside my front door, right? I don't mean that sort of perfect day. I mean like a realistic perfect day that could actually be achieved like within the year and could actually be like a day-to-day life for me, right? So like a realistic perfect day. So if I could do anything I wanted, if there was no time restraints and more importantly no money restraints, if I could do anything I wanted for the most of the day, right, what would it be that I'd do? And luckily I found that, you know what, a lot of the activities that I'm doing right now would actually persist during my perfect day as well. So it starts off quite similar. Realistically, I'd want to wake up. I know it's a bit of a fucking wild window to wake up in. It's not very consistent, but anywhere between like 7 to 10 a.m., maybe even 6, to be honest with you. But 10 is getting a little bit late. So actually, maybe I'll move that back to like, I don't know, 6 to 9 in the morning, right? That would be my ideal wake up time, right? And then the first things in the day would be the exact same as they are now. I'd start the day off by walking, going for a nice walk in the morning, maybe even a ruck since I'm rucking now. Because, bro, I'm telling you, like the tranquility of just walking first thing in the morning and just not even just like the mental aspect of it, but just being outside and getting some activity in your body, getting some sunlight, getting some fresh air, getting all the... It's so good, man. I fucking love walking in the morning. I'm like a dog these days, right? So I love going for a walk. Come back, obviously take a shower straight away as well. And then hopefully on top of that, I would also meditate and I would also pray too, right? So the day starts almost exactly the same, right? And then here's where it starts like diverting a little bit because I haven't really decided what would be perfect yet. But the next thing on the agenda around like 10 to 11 to 12 p.m., whatever time it might be, would be to have a coffee and to study something. Obviously, your brain is like most ready in the morning or like, you know, near enough first thing in the morning at least. So I think like studying around then is probably best. And that's basically what I was doing anyway. And then around midday, first meal. I might even push it back longer than that, to be honest, because I don't mind fasting for the first few hours of the day, to be honest. But, you know, I'd have some sort of meal. And then between like whatever time it might be, 11 to 12 p.m., depending on how early I woke up, until about 4 to 5 p.m., I would work on some sort of online income, like some sort of skill I'm working on, either video editing or like content management or just something like that, right? That would be the ideal thing. And then after that, I would have some sort of snack. And then after that, I would go to the gym. Now, here's the issue. This is where it kind of diverts a little bit because I think the gym should realistically be swapped around with study. So I should go to the gym in the morning and then study after work in the evening, even though I prefer to study in the morning. Reason being is because I don't want to go to the gym after 5 p.m. Because that's when it's absolutely rammed, right? Because the 9 to 5 workers are finished and they're coming out and they're going to the gym and stuff. So preferably I'd go to the gym a bit earlier than this. So I don't know. The schedule, the literal like minute by minute schedule isn't important. It's just the activities I'm doing. And if you've noticed so far, all the activities I'm doing in my quote unquote perfect day are literally just shit I'm doing right now. And this is like a genuine thing. I was at work thinking, well, no, I genuinely want to do all this stuff. And I knew this, but like it wasn't until like I actually wrote out this perfect day that I started realizing like, wait, everything I'm doing right now is part of the criteria of my perfect day. Like that's pretty fucking awesome actually, right? But now this is where it gets crazy. This part really, really threw me off. I actually didn't expect it whatsoever. Maybe it's just a temporary thing because of like, maybe I'm feeling a little bit like overwhelmed right now or something. But then I said after work, gym, study, all of that shit, right? I had dinner around 6 p.m. And then I thought, well, what do I want to do with the evenings if I'd had no fucking day job? If I didn't have to go to my like fucking shitty job, right? What would I fill that time up with? Since I've done all my work, I've done the gym, I've done the study, I've done all the self-improvement stuff. How would I spend the last like 5-6 hours of the day, right? Bro, I wrote down fucking smoke a zoot, play some game, or watch some anime. I was like, that really shot. I was thinking about it. And I was like, well, what would I genuinely want to do? And I was like, well, I think that's probably what I would want to do. And I don't even smoke anymore either, which is a really weird thing. I mean, obviously, if my friends invite me out, every now and again, I might go for one. But literally, it's like single digits, like throughout most of the year, basically, right? So that was really shocking. Like, that was a really shocking thing. Now, maybe it's because also Slay the Spire 2 came out. And with Slay the Spire 1, years and years ago, me and my friends used to all play. We used to all just smoke and just play Slay the Spire. So maybe Slay the Spire 2 was like a trigger for this. I don't know. But I just thought after doing all that work, after getting everything done and being productive all day, it'd be so nice to just crash out for the rest of the evening and just fucking chill and just relax, you know? I think that's one thing that doing this little draft made me realize, right, is that right now for the 100-day challenge, it's great, right? I can push myself to the limit and I can do as much as I can and just see what I can get away with, right? But I don't think it's sustainable, right? I think my body is like screaming for some leisure time because like even though I do have a little bit of downtime every now and again, I don't really like I don't have any time to grind games, right? I don't have any time to just like vegetate and just doom scroll and just, you know, just fucking turn my brain off for a bit, which I don't really want to do. But at the same time, I think I need something to just like switch off a little bit, which is weird because I've been going on about how like switching your brain off is a bad thing. But I think you do need some sort of balance, right? So I don't even know, man. I'm still figuring this shit out myself. So, but the main thing is, I think why I say you shouldn't switch your brain off now is because there's too many things I need to accomplish before I feel like I deserve to do so, if that makes any sense, right? So, but yeah, so that perfect day made me realize maybe all these like bad habits in moderation, if you're actually achieving your goals, maybe aren't a bad thing. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just like just ripping off the top of the dome, right? So who knows? Maybe by summer, like June, July, when if I am making money online, I can cut my hours down at work and I can afford these sort of luxuries. Because that's the other thing. I actually couldn't even afford to smoke every day even if I wanted to, and I wouldn't want to do it every day regardless, right? But yeah, if I could by summer, maybe I will. Maybe I'll see how it goes. But, you know, it could be a slippery slope as well. Maybe it's just because I'm overwhelmed right now and I feel like I need an escape. Who knows, man? I don't know. Do you know? I don't. But anyway. But yeah, that's my perfect day. And I thought it was a bit interesting because that's something I never would have thought I would have thought about until I actually gave it time and I wrote it all down. And I was like, well, what would I rather do? And that's what I came up with, which was pretty interesting. I haven't played games in so long, man. I think it does stem from really wanting to rip out Slay the Spire 2 right now because me and my friends were really addicted to the first game. I have like 600 hours, some of that's AFK, so maybe about 500 hours in total, right? And now that the second one's out, I really want to play it, but like, bro, I don't have time, bro. I literally don't have time. I have no free time. Like, I really don't. Even on my day off, my one day off a week, I do have some free time, but like I always feel so pressured to work even harder because not having to go to my regular job, I want to expand like my virtual jobs, I guess, right? And when I finally have time to do that, I don't want to squander it by just playing games all day, which I know sounds depressing, but I think is a very logical thing to do. So yeah, I don't know, just a little bit of whiffity waffle as per usual. So a little bit to think about, you know what I mean? So, as always, with your boy, Big Old Jimbo, and I'm peacing out once again, boys. Peace.